Once upon a time, there lived a special elephant, who was unlike any other. His skin was a bright white, shining like polished silver, and his feet were as smooth and shiny as the finest lacquer. His mouth was as red as a rich, elegant carpet, and his eyes sparkled in 5 different colors: blue, yellow, red, white, and crimson. But more beautiful than his appearance was his heart. This elephant was wise and kind, because, in many past lives, he had practiced 10 great virtues, including kindness, generosity, and wisdom. When he grew up, all the elephants in the Himalayan forests followed him, making him their king. But as the kingdom grew with 80,000 elephants, it became noisy and crowded. So, the wise elephant king moved to a quieter part of the forest to live in peace. Because of his goodness, he became known as the Elephant King Goodness. One day, a man from the city of Benares got lost in the forest while searching for things to sell. Scared and exhausted, he began to cry, fearing he would die. The Elephant King heard his cries and, feeling compassion, went to help him. However, the man was so frightened that when he saw the large elephant, he started to run away. Seeing this, the Elephant King stopped, and the man also stopped. This happened several times until the man realized that the elephant meant him no harm. He gathered his courage and waited. The Elephant King asked the man why he was crying. The man explained that he was lost and afraid. The kind elephant then took him to his own home, comforting him with the best fruits and nuts in the forest. After a few days, the Elephant King offered to take the man back to safety. The man climbed onto the elephant's back, and as they traveled, he made note of all the landmarks. When they reached the road to Benares, the Elephant King kindly asked the man not to reveal where he lived, no matter who asked. The man agreed, and the Elephant King returned to his peaceful home. In Benares, the man wandered through the marketplace and came across shops where ivory was carved into beautiful objects. He asked the ivory carvers if they would buy tusks from a living elephant, and they replied that such tusks were very valuable. The man, thinking only of money and forgetting the kindness of the Elephant King, decided to return to the forest. When he reached the Elephant King, the man lied, saying that he was poor and struggling, and asked for a piece of tusk to sell. The generous Elephant King, pitying the man, offered him a large piece of his tusk, even providing a saw to cut it. The man cut off big pieces of ivory, and the Elephant King handed them to him, explaining that while the tusks were valuable, the wisdom and truth they symbolized were far more precious. The man sold the ivory and quickly spent all the money. Greedy and ungrateful, he returned to the forest and asked for the rest of the tusks. Without hesitation, the Elephant King allowed the man to cut off what remained of his tusks, right down to the roots. The man took the ivory and left without a word of thanks. But the man's greed knew no bounds. He returned once more to the Elephant King, asking for the roots of the tusks. The noble elephant, practicing perfect generosity, allowed the man to saw out the ivory roots from his skull, despite the pain it caused. The man left with the bloody ivory stumps, thinking he would never return. But as he walked away, the earth could no longer bear his cruelty and ingratitude. It cracked open beneath him, and fire from the depths of the earth consumed him, dragging him down to his doom. The moral of the story is, those who are ungrateful and greedy will bring about their own downfall.